Welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to design a differential amplifier with three operational op amps. As already we have seen the first two differential amplifiers, one is with one op amp and another one is with the two op amp. Okay. So here we can see for the circuit diagram of differential amplifier with three operational op amps. We can see that there is one input signal Vx which is given to the non-inverting input terminal, and this is the first op amp. Another input signal V of I is given to again to the non-inverting terminal of second op amp. Whereas R4 are the feedback resistors and R5 is the variable resistor here, which is common for both the op amps A1 and A2, and output of these twos, which are Vz and Vt, are given as input to the third stage of the op amp, and which is A3. So Vz is given to the inverting through R1 and Vt is given to non-inverting input terminal through resistor R2, and this is the again third stage is nothing but having two inputs, so it is again a differential amplifier. So we have to go for the output voltage for differential amplifier and how it is better than the first two stages. So this is the first stage of differential amplifier, which will have two input signals, two operational amplifiers. Vx is input to this. Now we will see the first stage and this is the second stage. To find out the voltage gain, first of all we need to find out the overall voltage gain of the circuit. For that purpose we have to find out the voltage gain of the first stage and then the voltage gain of the second stage. Okay, so the first stage, when we are looking only for the first stage, this is the first stage. Okay, so when we are looking for the first stage of op amp, and with the consideration that whatever voltage at this point is Vt and voltage at this point is Vz. So we want to redraw the circuit for respective op amps. So first of all we are trying to draw the circuit for first A1, to which Vx is the input. We can see here the first op amp which will have input Vx. Feedback resistor is R4. This R5 is the variable resistor. Again, this resistor is also connected to this one, and that is R4, and voltage at this point is Vt. Okay. Similarly, we are writing for the drawing the circuit for A2 op amp. So this is the first stage. We can see here the two separate differential amplifiers. We can see here this is one of the differential amplifier having one input Vx, another is input Vt. Similarly for A2, V of Y is the one input to the non-inverting, and to the inverting input terminal Vz will act as input, and that Vz will be given through R4 and R5 series combination of these two resistor and given here, where again R4 is the feedback resistor for this circuit. So these are the first stages of the differential amplifier, and these are separate differential amplifiers. So we have to find out separately the output voltage for both of the stages, and then by the superposition theorem, or we can make this output voltages as input to the third stage of op amp, and then we can find out the overall voltage gain for the circuit. Okay, so with the first op amp A1, that equivalent circuit, we find out the voltage gain here. Okay, so for deriving the voltage gain of the first stage, we'll see here first. Take a look at the circuit diagram. Okay, so this is our first op amp A1 having one input Vx, another input is Vt, and this input is because of the V of Y source. Okay, so Vz voltage we can write with the help of superposition theorem. That is, first consider only Vx is present and V of Y is equal to 0. If V of Y is equal to 0, obviously Vt voltage is equal to 0. So Vx is present, it means that Vt is 0. Op amp is in non-inverting configuration. So you can write the voltage Vx. So by superposition theorem, first find out voltage at the output Vz because of x is equal to, as only Vx is given, op amp is in non-inverting configuration. So if it is in non-inverting configuration, write the equation of non-inverting, which is 1 plus Rf by R1 into input voltage. Here Rf is R4 and R1 is R4 plus R5. So Vzx is equal to 1 plus R4 divided by R4 plus R5 into input voltage Vx. After solving for this, it is R4 plus R5 plus R4 divided by R4 plus R5 into Vx. The condition is Vt is equal to 0. Okay, so Vzx at this point, output at Vz because of x is twice of R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into Vx. R4 plus R4 will give us twice of R4. Similarly, now consider Vx is equal to 0 and V of y is only present. We have the circuit. If you want to again go for the circuit, look at this. This is V of y that we are providing, because of which Vt voltage is present at the output, and this will act as one of the input for first op amp. Okay. So then our what is our consideration is Vx is equal to 0, V of y is present. V of y is present means V of t is present. And for this, another input V of t is present. If it is present now, and this is equal to 0 ground potential. So op amp is in inverting configuration. When op amp is in inverting configuration, its equation is simply minus Rf by R1 into input voltage. So Vz because of t is equal to minus Rf, that is R4 divided by R1 is R4 plus R5 into Vt at Vx is equal to 0. So these two equations, you can make this one as A and this is equation B. We can write output voltage Vz by these two equations, which is Vzx plus Vzt is equal to, what is this, 2R4 plus R5 divided by R4 plus R5 into Vx, and Vzt plus, as it is minus R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vt. So this is our first output voltage that we got at the first stage. First op amp's output Vz is twice of R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into Vx minus R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vt. Okay. In the same fashion, we can find out the output voltage of the first stage for second op amp, that is for op amp A2, where for op amp A2 we know the circuit is here, where one of the input is V of y and the another input is Vz. Similar to this, only the variables are going to vary here. It is V of y and it is V of z. So to find out what is output is Vt. By superposition theorem, again make that when Vx is equal to 0, Vx is 0 means Vz is equal to 0. See that Vx is equal to 0 means Vz is equal to 0. If it is 0, only V of y is present. Op amp is in non-inverting configuration. Write the output voltage equation of non-inverting, which is output voltage is Vt because of y is equal to 1 plus Rf by R1. Rf is R4, R1 is R4 plus R5 into input signal is V of y. So it is R4 cross multiplying and we write it R4 plus R5 plus R4 by R4 plus R5. The condition is Vz is equal to 0. So the Vt voltage because of y is twice of R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into V of y. Okay, so this we got, make this one as equation C. Now make that V of y is equal to 0. V of x is present, so Vz is present. So Vz is having here. So that now output voltage at t because of this z is equal to, as this is given and this one is equal to 0. This point is at ground potential. Only input is to inverting. So if it is inverting, write the equation of inverting amplifier. Output voltage equation of inverting amplifier is minus Rf by R1 into input signal. So minus Rf by R1. Rf is R4, R1 is R4 plus R5 into input signal is Vz. Add the condition V of y is equal to 0. Now we got the another equation D. So write the output voltage Vt by superposition theorem, that is Vt because of y plus Vt because of z, and then we can write equation of Vt is equal to twice of R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into V of y, that is C, minus this D equation R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vz. Make this one as equation number 2. Now from the first stage we got both the output voltages Vz and Vt. Okay, so as we got both the voltages, now we can find out the output voltage of the first stage, that is Vzt. Vzt is Vz minus Vt. Okay, so go for the first circuit diagram, that is here. What is the voltage at this point? Between these 2 points, differential voltage to the second stage is difference between the two inputs. Vzt is equal to Vz minus Vt. That will act as input to this stage. Okay. So we are going to write equation for output voltage of the first stage is Vzt is equal to Vz minus Vt. That is equation number 1 minus equation number 2. So when we are writing this equation Vzt is equal to Vz minus Vt, we can write this one as, make equation Vzt is equal to Vz minus Vt is, what is Vz? 2R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into Vx minus R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vt. This is Vz minus this minus Vt. Vt is 2R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into V of y minus R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vz. Okay. So we got these two equations, and when we are solving, we can see that this coefficient of Vx is similar to the coefficient of V of y. So take it common outside. 2R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5, and the coefficients are Vx, and this is minus sign is here, so minus of Vi. Again this is R4 plus R4 by R4 plus R5 is common, so plus we are taking plus R4 by R4 plus R5 common outside, and this Vz is here minus, and minus will give us plus Vz minus of Vt. Okay. So when we are solving for this, we got this equation. So we can write for Vx minus Vy as Vxy, and for Vz minus Vt as Vzt. So it is 2R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into Vxy plus R4 by R4 plus R5 into Vzt. Okay. So now the voltage gain of the first stage is, how we can write, what is output voltage is Vzt. Voltage gain of the first stage can be written as, here Vzt we are taking common outside, and the coefficient of this is 1 and this is plus, so it is minus R4 by R4 plus R5 is equal to this factor as it is we have written here. So Vzt, and we can see that when we are making denominator common for this, it is R4 plus R5 minus R4. Okay. R4 plus R5 minus R4 will get eliminated. So what is remaining at the numerator is R5, and denominator is R4 plus R5 is equal to twice of R4 plus R5 by R4 plus R5 into Vxy. Okay. So both the equations on the left hand side and the right hand side will have the same denominator. We can cancel out it. So output voltage gain for the first stage, that is voltage gain of the first stage, is output voltage Vzt divided by input voltage, differential input voltage Vxy is equal to, it is 2R4 plus R5, this R5 will come to the denominator, divided by R5. So this is the required voltage gain of the first stage. This is the equation. Okay. Now we have to find out the gain of the second stage. As we got the gain of the first stage, now write the equation for gain of the second stage. So that for the second stage, now we'll again look for the main circuit diagram of differential amplifier with 2 op amps, and for this we can write as it is. This is the second stage of the differential amplifier. For this, Vzt will act as input and output is V0. Okay. So the gain, how we can write the gain equation? Gain is output voltage divided by input voltage. What is output is V0, and what is input is differential input to this stage, and that is Vzt. Okay. So when we are looking to the second stage, there are two inputs present. So this is nothing but a differential amplifier with one op amp, and for a differential amplifier with one op amp, its gain is equivalent to the gain of inverting amplifier. So its gain is simply minus Rf by R1. So we have written that output second stage gain equation is V0, output voltage, divided by VZT is equal to minus Rf divided by R1. This is the gain of second stage of the op amp. Okay. Now we have to find out the overall voltage gain. That is, gain of the first stage will get multiplied with the gain of the second stage. So the overall voltage gain of the differential amplifier, how we can write it is as AD. AD is the voltage gain of the differential amplifier. Overall voltage gain AD is equal to gain of the first stage, that is VZT by Vxy into gain of the second stage V0 by VZT. What is this gain? 2R4 plus R5 by R5. So it is 2R4 plus R5 divided by R5, and gain of the second stage is minus R5 by R1, Rf by R1. Okay. So it is minus Rf by R1 into 2R4 plus R5 divided by R5. From this we can see that VZT will cancels out it. The remaining is gain of the differential amplifier is V0 by Vxy is equal to minus, take it outside, this equation will reduces to 1 plus 2R4 by R5. 1 plus 2R4 by R5 into Rf by R1. Okay, so this is the required gain of differential amplifier with 2 op amp. So this gain can be changed by varying the potentiometer R5. We can see here in the equation there is the potentiometer R5. So when gain is inversely proportional to the R5. Of course, this R5 we never can be set to 0, or we could not set it to be infinity, because if R5 is set to 0, what happened to the gain? See that if R5 is equal to 0, what should be the gain? Find out here. If R5 is equal to 0, the gain equation will become indeterminate. We could not determine the gain. Or whereas if R5 is set to infinity, that is simply we are opening the R5. So when this R5 is infinity, means we are opening this resistor R5 from these two. So if this is the case, the first stage of the op amp, that is these stages, will become as an voltage follower stages. Means if we are setting this one to infinity, this will act as an voltage follower. Both the op amps will act as voltage follower here. So we never has to set the R5 resistor to 0 or to infinity. Okay. So this circuit will give us the gain as 1 plus 2R4 by R5 into Rf by R1. Again, for the same circuit, we have to find out its other parameters like input resistance and output resistance of the differential amplifier with 3 op amp, and also we have to find out its bandwidth of the differential amplifier. Okay. So we will see here for the input resistance and bandwidth. See here, as we know that its gain equation already we have derived. The gain of the voltage gain of the differential amplifier is minus into bracket 1 plus 2R4 by R5 into Rf by R1. For input resistance, when input resistance is nothing but we can look into one of the input terminal, and either other input terminal must be connected to ground. So if we consider the first case, that we want to look into the Vx input terminal and V of y is equal to 0, it means that Vt is equal to 0. If this is the case, input resistance, this is input is given to non-inverting. So the input resistance can be nothing but the input resistance of non-inverting amplifier, and that RIF is equal to Ri into 1 plus AB, where we can see that B is the gain of the feedback network. In this case, what is the B? B is nothing but we know that B is R1 by R1 plus RF. R1 is R4 plus R5 and RF is R4. So B is R4 plus R5 divided by R4 plus R5 plus R4. So which is equal to R4 plus R5 divided by twice of R4 plus R5. So input resistance RIFX is equal to RI into bracket 1 plus A, and in place of B it is R4 plus R5 by 2 R4 plus R5. Similarly, when the input resistance we want to determine at the input V of Y, we know that when we are looking into the input terminal V of Y, here V of X is equal to 0. Again input is given to non-inverting input terminal and circuit will not going to vary, only the difference is here voltage is Vz. Okay, so again this is in non-inverting configuration. B will not again going to vary because again here feedback resistor is R4 and R1 is R4 plus R5. So RFY is RI into bracket 1 plus AB. B is same for both the cases. So the input resistances into both of the input terminal is same here. RIFX is equal to RIFY. Now the other parameter is output resistance and bandwidth. The output resistance we can see here for we have already determined the output resistance for all the configurations, inverting configuration, non-inverting configuration, and for also the differential amplifier. In all the cases the output resistance will be the same as the same circuitry we have followed to find out the output resistance looking into the output terminal of the op amp. Okay, so that output resistance of the differential amplifier is same as the output resistance of non-inverting amplifier, or it is inverting amplifier, except that here the B value is 1 by A subscript D, that is differential gain of the differential amplifier. So output resistance with feedback is R0 by 1 plus A divided by AD, as we know that B is equal to 1 by AD. And bandwidth is when we are finding out the bandwidth for this differential amplifier, bandwidth is unity gain bandwidth divided by closed loop gain ADA. So the FF bandwidth with feedback is equal to A into F0 divided by AD. Okay, so these all parameters we have derived for the differential amplifier with 3 op amp. That is, we have find the voltage gain equation AD. So we can summarize here for the differential amplifier with 3 op amps, that is AD is the gain which is V0 by Vxy is equal to minus into bracket 1 plus 2R4 by R5 into RF by R1. This is the gain. Input resistance RIFX is equal to RI into bracket 1 plus A, and B is R4 plus R5 by 2R4 plus R5, and RIFX is equal to RIFY. Output resistance with feedback is R0 by 1 plus A divided by AD, where B is equal to 1 by AD. And bandwidth with feedback is unity gain bandwidth by closed loop gain AD, which is FF into A into F0 by AD. Okay, so these all parameters we have derived. In the next lecture we are going to see the applications of this differential amplifier with 3 op amps and where it can be applied for number of applications, and what are the use and what are the advantages of this stage. Okay, so in this way we have designed the differential amplifier with 1 op amp, 3 op amps. Also we have seen the differential amplifier with 2 op amps, and this is the third differential amplifier with 3 op amp. Thank you.